Yeah, I want the world. I'm coming to get it.
Hey, what's up guys, Henry the Blazineer, and as you can tell by the title of the video today, I'm going to be telling you guys how I managed to make over 800,000 MT in NBA 2k20 MyTEAM. Now this applies to everybody, whether you're new to the game or have been playing this game for a while already, whether you're a complete budget player or like to spend money on the game, I will be able to give you all tips on how you guys can make a ton of MT and be set for basically the rest of the year, assuming you follow these tips throughout the year. Now if you guys do end up enjoying this video and find that these tips helped you, a like would be greatly appreciated. I'm not gonna force you guys to like the video now when you haven't even really seen the whole thing, but if you do guys, a like is seriously appreciated. Let's go ahead and let's aim for 750 likes on today's video. But without further ado, man, let's dive into how I managed to make all that MT. Alright, so to start it off guys, I'm going to go ahead and get this method out of the way. It is not the main method, by the way. It is method number one, not the number one method, and this is for people that spend money on the game. I want to get this one out of the way first, just because I know most people that are going to be watching this are going to be budget players. But yes, for those of you that do like to open packs, I would recommend right now that you go ahead and open the league packs. This is where you're going to be getting the highest value cards. I know you're thinking with the Spotlight series like, oh, but I could pull Amethyst, Carmelo Anthony, and he sells for almost 100k. That's great, but what are the chances of actually pulling that, man? What you want to be doing, in my opinion, is pulling these league pack 10 boxes, and also I would avoid these league premier packs. They are just not worth the VC. It's a money grab. Go to the league, open 3 of these 10 boxes over opening 120 box, by the way, because you will just get more players and more miscellaneous items in general, which ends up being a bigger dub down the run. But essentially where I'm going with this guys is when you do open packs, you're gonna end up selling stuff. Now when you do sell stuff, the one thing you want to avoid is quick selling things. Unless you're quick selling shoes or quick selling coaches, nothing else you should be quick selling. Everything should be sent straight to the auction house, because you'd be surprised by how many things have value at the beginning of the year, especially the jerseys and the playbooks. They go for a ton, and the silver and gold players and stuff. Every single player in the game right now has a value. No one is just going for a quick sell value of like 500 MT. Everybody has a value, so just be aware of that. But you don't want to be quick selling things, because there's things such as simple as like playbooks. I managed to sell my Bucks playbook that I pulled for 27,000 MT. Just keep that in mind. So you accidentally selling a duplicate of that could have cost you that much MT without you being aware. So just don't take the risk. There's going to be someone in the auction house who is looking for an item you have a duplicate of, so you don't want to be quick selling. I did mention that you want to be quick selling coaches, but obviously not if it's a diamond or an amethyst. Those ones can go in the auction house, but other than that, so many coaches are pulled in packs this year that they just don't really have a value like that. I mean, rubies you can feel free to put in the auction house as well, but everything else, man, it is just a quick sell for me, because they just never sell. Another thing I mentioned that you should be quick selling guys is the shoes. Now on the subject of shoes guys, just like last year, shoes quick sell for a good amount. Silvers are 275, golds are 300, and bronzes are going for 250 MT. Now why do I say you should quick sell shoes instead of put it on a player? It's just not worth it even more this year. Last year you got some pretty good attributes from shoes. This year they don't even last that long, and you also don't get as many attributes from them, so they're just not worth it. Especially the diamond shoes, don't quick sell those you can put in the auction house. But with them selling for 300, I will take that over putting it on a player, especially at the beginning of the year where attributes don't really matter this year as much as badges do. But essentially what you want to do is just quick sell them. I still have 66 items here to sell, and that's not including duplicates in here, so I guarantee you by the time I'm done quick selling all these Jordans, I'm gonna have an extra 15 to 20k at the very minimum. It is insane how much MT you can make off quick selling shoes. So although they don't sell for like 500 MT a piece, you will end up making so much, because keep in mind that it's also tax free. You're not getting taxed at 10% like in the auction house, and you end up making so much MT. This is something people ignore throughout the year, and they don't realize how much MT they have sitting in just their shoes. I guarantee you when I'm done quick selling all of this, I will have at least an extra 30k MT, and I will update you guys on Twitter with that. But basically the starting method on how you can make MT from the packs is by doing that for people that do open packs. And again, if you get any players, I would recommend recommend throwing all players in the auction house, and this leads me to my next subject, which is trying to complete a couple challenges. Some challenges I do recommend you guys go ahead and complete is number one, the spotlight here, only to get the Dwayne Wade. That's not really so much for MT as much as it is for a player. Other than that, I would not recommend the spotlight challenges, just because for these ones you actually need to buy players in the auction house to complete them, and although you are making MT and getting rewards, it's just not really worth it to buy a player and then sell them not knowing it's going to be the same price and stuff like that. So in my opinion, the spotlight challenges are not it, but the moments and weekly challenges, they are definitely the move. Now earlier I said getting Dwayne Wade and stuff, whether you're a starter or not too new to the game, is worth it, because what you can go ahead and do now here is with the first weekly challenge to start the year off here, right here, I already have it completed, but what you do is you get 3 tokens from it. 3 tokens from it. What that can do is you can now go ahead and hop into the reward section and pick yourself up an emerald card, which can replace a card on your lineup. Right now you don't need any crazy cards, and a lot of token cards and cards from Dominations are just so worth it. So now what you can do is put a token player on your team, and boom, you can go ahead and sell another auctionable card that you have on your team. Do not hoard cards, and I'm saying that right now. I know you guys are going to see my collection and be like, HTB, you have a bunch of cards, and that's mainly because I'm a content creator, so that's something I'm going to kind of have to skip out on, because I have to be able to lock in these tokens and try to get you guys updated on the newest players and stuff like that. But you do not want to be hoarding cards like I am. Right now at the beginning of the year, all these cards are going for a ton of MT, and I guarantee you if I sold all the cards I have right now, I would have easily over 1 million MT. So you want to try avoiding holding on to current cards, and this goes especially for the Amethyst cards. I'm talking like right now I need this Amethyst James Harden, but I refuse to buy him. I know you guys are going to see your Amethyst favorite current players are going to be like, wow, this card is amazing, but I promise you, cards that you're going to earn in Domination will be twice if not 3 times as good as these players. So guys, if you pull any of these cards, sell them right away. Do not stay attached, otherwise you are just not going to make any MT down the line when they're no longer the quote-unquote best cards that you can pull. So that, again, going back to the pack market, is something I made sure I did. I was selling all my cards. When I played through Domination, I was playing through with reward cards only, and this leads me to another method on how you can make MT, is playing through Domination. Now current Domination, you don't exactly make really any MT, but what you can do is play the first 33 games here, and then you can actually hop into Historic. Once you earn 33 stars here, you can hop into the next one, and if you play it on the hardest difficulty, that's only 11 games right here, and then you hop into Historic, and this is where you can actually start earning MT per game. Every single Historic game here, you earn 1,000, and that's for beating it on pro difficulty. So 1,000 MT earned on top of the MT you already earned per game right there is how you're going to make MT playing Domination. And then the same thing goes for once you get to all time, you earn 1250 if you beat it on the second difficulty. I recommend just playing through all of Domination on the hardest difficulty, just because it's going to be the most rewarding. Now, although I know these aren't the craziest methods to make a ton of MT like you could in previous years, they are still some good ways to do so. And another thing I would recommend, going back to the Evo cards now, is Evo cards are also auctionable. So something I would recommend doing is, for example, who is an Evo card in the game right now? Udonis Haslam. You can see, you can search him up. What I would do for those of you that are budget players is you find the lowest tier version of him. You can see that it's going for almost 10k MT. Now that is going to be a bit of an investment, but let's go ahead and take a look at how much the Ruby version is going for. And if you choose to go ahead and upgrade him yourself, not forcefully, while playing through your Domination game, so it's not like something you have to focus on, it's just an investment on a card into your lineup that you can use alongside while you're already grinding. You get him to a Ruby, and boom, just like that, you can flip them for even more MT. So Evo cards are going to be huge. Same thing goes for a card that came out recently. I believe his name is DJ Armstrong, and he's actually one of my favorite point guards in the game. Definitely recommend picking him up. He's going for about 4k MT, let's say. Now when you do upgrade him, he climbs in MT a ton. Now the requirements are going to be different for different cards, but he is the card I recommend you guys go ahead and do the flips for. Go play Domination, go play Triple Threat with him, but flipping Evo cards is such a good way to make MT. I currently have the Ruby Daryl Armstrong, and I'm gonna sell him once he gets to an Amethyst, because as you can see, if you manage to invest that 4k and grind it out, that's right, if you're a grinding player this year, you can be rewarded. The cheapest Daryl Armstrong is going for about 89k MT. Now no one's really buying it. I think you'll probably sell more more, around 70k. But not only do you get a really good free card out of it, but if you don't like the card, you can flip it for a ton of MT. So that's one really nice secretive, like, slept on way to make MT that people don't pay attention to. If you don't have an evil point guard that you're trying to grind already, why not just buy one that's still gonna hoop for you, except while he's hooping and upgrades, he can earn you some more MT down the line. And I think that's just such a good method that people don't pay enough attention to and should be brought to attention more. But like I said earlier, you do want to be doing these challenges. These weekly challenges are actually really rewarding this year. There's no 200 MT games and stuff like that last year. There is a 400 one here, but after that, it goes up pretty good. 800 on top of your MT awarded in game. Plus, again, like I said, you could have been grinding Daryl Armstrong, so you could be killing 4 birds with like 1 stone just by playing 1 game, because you're earning 800 MT, grinding Daryl Armstrong, grinding another Evo card that you might be trying to flip. So you could be doing Haslam and Armstrong at the same time, and then earning that MT from a game. And in the end, that net investment is going to end up being amazing for you at the end. And then for the last game, you earn 1500 MT, and once you've cleared it out, you get 6 tokens, which is better than last year, where we started off by earning 3 tokens a week. So if you want some tokens on the side with that, it's also a nice addition. Same thing here. Pay attention to the moments challenges. Something as simple as finishing a game on pro difficulty gives you 2500 MT again on top of the MT you earn in game while you're still grinding your Evo card. So if you try to do if you try to multitask while doing all these things, the MT can really add up. And that's really what I did in Domination, was I grinded out all my Evo cards while I was trying to finish Domination, because you get rewarded like crazy. You get to the end here, 1500, 3000, then Amethyst Sam Jones. You get to all time here, you get 12,000 MT for earning 66 stars. You don't have to get all the way to the end here, but just by earning 66 stars, you're earning that much MT. And again, on top of the 1250 you earn, on top of the game MT you earn, on top of the grinding for cards. So you can see how if you really try to combine things, that is how you earn a lot of MT. Now, when it comes to triple threat, guys, the best way to earn MT on triple threat this year is actually not triple threat online. And I'm shocked, but I'm also not shocked. The best way to earn MT is actually triple threat offline. Now, I know it doesn't look like it's very rewarding here, but as you play, it adds up so much more, and you can get stuff like league packs and stuff on the side as well. You open them, you get players, you sell them for MT. On top of, if you also open the vault, you have the chance for 1000 MT, tokens, a league pack, or Cliff Hagen. So as you're playing along, again, on top of this, you could be grinding some more Evo cards to flip them later on. You can just be doing so many things to be able to earn rewards. I find that the single player triple threat is much more rewarding than triple threat online, and it's actually even more fun to play. So for that reason, these are the main methods that I've been using to make MT. So number 1, from the packs, you don't want to be quick selling stuff. You want to be putting everything in the auction house. When it comes to multiplayer, I'm not really doing anything multiplayer related right now. You can try to go 12-0, but the time you waste only to earn what? 8,000 MT for going 12-0 is a grind. And with the glitch going on right now where people can glitch you out of the game, it's just not worth it at the moment. All the single player things are the best things to do. And again, you don't really want to be doing the spotlight challenges because you're going to need players for them. Other than getting the Dwayne Wade, there's not really much purpose, and that can give you a free Amethyst Evo Wade if you're grinding through doing all the other challenges. So you really just have to make sure you're multitasking and not focusing on one thing. So if you're doing a challenge, you got to tell yourself, how can I get more out of this? How can I get more out of everything, rather than just see it for the one reward that it is? Let me make 5 rewards out of it. And that's got to be your way of thinking when you do stuff like this. Another thing is to pay attention to your daily agenda. You can get some pretty neat stuff from this. I mean, it's not the craziest, but when you go to your weeklies where you can earn some really good MT, again, for evolving cards, not only can you flip your card, but you will be given free MT for doing so. So there's a lot of things that really pay off when it comes to 2K MyTEAM. If I find any crazier methods, obviously I am going to be telling you guys, but all the methods I told you right now are basically the best ones that you can do to make MT. And I try to avoid buying any cards in the auction house. Again, like I said, none of the cards in the auction house are worth buying in terms of cards you can get that are better for grinding in the game. So if you have more time than money on your hands, grind. If you have more money than time in your hands, you can sure do the pack thing if you'd like, but I would always recommend grinding. This year it looks like grinding is what's going to reward you the most, and why not make all your cards better and have a better lineup while making MT on the side as well. But those are the methods that I was using to make a ton of MT. I know 800k, it seems impossible that I did it in a week, but keep in mind I finished all of Domination. I evoed every single player I had while I was doing challenges and stuff like that, and that made me a ton of MT. And I've just been playing this game a ton. Right now I'm about to dive into Triple Threat just to try to get up on some of these rewards. The Eastern Conference reward gave me a free Ruby player. The Western wasn't too crazy, but again, it's just free stuff that you're earning for playing along while you're grinding other Evo cards. This is what I'm going to be doing while I get Daryl Armstrong to an Amethyst, and then I can flip him for 60k MT, and boom, just like that, I'll almost be at 900k MT. So yes guys, these are all the different methods. I do hope that these methods help you guys out a ton. If you have any questions at all guys, let me know down in the comment section below. You guys know I love to reply to you guys and help you guys out a ton. So any questions at all, let me know down in the comment section below, and I will try to reply to you guys as soon as possible. If there's something you feel like I didn't explain enough, let me know down in the comment section below. But if you guys felt like this helped you guys out a ton, a like is always appreciated. Now this is going to be the end of the video guys. Obviously 2K is going to get better along the year as it goes, so if I find better MT methods for making MT, I will make sure to get you guys like a part 2 and stuff like that. But these are currently the best ways to make MT, and I hope they help all you grinders or all you payers out. But with that being said guys, this is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like, and for you new viewers, you know you got to hit that subscribe button and join the Blasian Nation. I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you all have an awesome day, and take care.